actually. Yes, I'm following in your footsteps, Veriax. Like, well, by what I mean by following in your footsteps, I really mean shamelessly copying you. So anyway, yeah, I'm actually streaming in a like teensy weensy bit higher quality than I normally do, teensy weensy bit. So it could mean that the whole thing lags out and destroys itself when we try to play anything. But at the same time, it could actually work and it'd be all really nice because then it can go on YouTube and it won't look horrible. So anyway. How's everybody doing? I'm kind of surprised at just how many people are actually here, if I'm honest. I'm okay, Jeroen. I'm alright. I've pretty much drunk nothing but Iron Brew all day and eaten nothing but a microwavable paella and a Cadbury's Boost bar. So, in all honesty, I actually feel kind of terrible. But never mind. Yeah, I know, right? The April Fool's stuff is beginning to grate, if I'm honest. But anyway, provided you can all actually hear the game properly, I think you can, because I could hear it when I tested it on my laptop just now. You know, we might as well get on with this, yeah. Now, anyway, as you may or may not know, I kind of suck at Blood Bowl. Kind of, sort of, suck a little bit at Blood Bowl. But I've been practicing, and I pretty much only ever play as Lizardmen, mind you. But they're, the reason why the chat on screen's really behind is because it's, hang on a second, I can fix it, I think, if I just move that up a bit. There we go. The reason it was behind is because I've got the window for on FF Split set really high up in the chat window for some stupid reason, because I'm an idiot basically, and I've just shortened the chat window and now it shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, that's not actual lag, it's just because I'm a dumbass. So anyway, yeah, I've been playing Lizardmen and I'm sort of okay with them, if I'm honest. I've been doing a campaign and if memory serves, yeah, I'm going to play against the Necromantic guys again, and they are my least favourite team in the entire game to play against. Well, you could, Django, but at the end of the day it would be a bit silly because it's going to get answered anyway, right? So, you know. Okay, well, hello everybody. And I'm signed into Steam. That could potentially be a bad idea, but well, yeah, I should probably sign out of Steam before I start getting bombarded by random people who don't realise I'm streaming at the minute. Oh, what are my Imaginate settings? Yeah, that's in one of the videos that I'll be uploading pretty soon. But yeah, the reason. They probably will kick my ass, by the way, Veriax. They probably will. But yeah, the reason I can't give you my exact Imaginator settings is because in the Skyrim version of Imaginator, it doesn't actually log your current settings visibly. It's all like it's all a bit crude, really. It's done through summoning an NPC who you talk to, and then you adjust your Imaginator settings via the dialogue and stuff. So, what I mainly did was just up the saturation loads, increase the brightness a little bit, increase the contrast a little bit, and put the bloom settings on light. And that's pretty much all I did, really. I didn't mess around with any of the fancy settings. What's Imaginator? Oh, it's just a mod for Skyrim which allows you to change the lighting effects in the game yourself manually while still in the game without having to mod stuff in the game folders and things like that. It's quite clever. Anyway, let's get on with this. Yeah, so fight the Mad Dog Jets, and this is actually like the third time I will have gone against them. First time I went against them, I drew, I think. Second time again, it went against them, I lost. And then, like, as a sort of funny twist of fate, we had a power cut and my computer switched off before the game had a chance to save. So now I have to fight them again. And I will probably still get brutally murdered. I don't like going up against teams as Lizardmen who can actually beat the shit out of my guys. Because Lizardmen, like, are really strong. At least the Saurus warriors are. So normally they beat the snot out of the squishier teams. But against Necromantic guys, they're kind of not so good. Especially since Necromantic have, like, werewolves and ghouls and stuff, which are really, really annoying to deal with. So, anyway. Yep, you're probably going to watch me lose, basically. I'm going to call it failing with style. So, yeah. I could name people in the chat after some of these... name some of these guys after people in the chat, I suppose, if I wanted to. Might as well, I guess, if you guys fancy doing that. As long as I remember how you do it. It's team roster, right? Isn't it? How do I want to rename you. How do I do that? Help! Help, Veriax, how do I rename players, please? God damn it. There's gotta be a button here I click somewhere. Or can I not do it once the campaign started? Are they just sort of stuck like that? That might be the case. Yeah, can't if they've played a game. Alright, there, fair enough. Alright, thought that might be the case. Never mind. Because they have rubbish Lizardman names, and I can never remember who anyone is. Apart from Croxlother, he's awesome. But anyway, the rest of them I can't remember. I kind of define... I don't even call them their names or anything. I just call them that bloke who has break tackle, or... you know, that bloke who has mighty blow and stuff like that, so... Anyway. I guess we might as well start the bloody match, I suppose. Have I? Yeah, I've got bugger all money. Barely enough for some Bloodwiser babes, in fact, I think. 80,000, yeah. It's not very good, is it, really? Not really good at all. A wizard. I am playing classic mode, by the way, because I'm a noob and I didn't want too many things complicating the way the game works. So yeah, alright. Guess for them. Done. Time to lose spectacularly. Oh, heck. I hope that's just because it's taking its time loading and the game hasn't crashed. No, no, it's fine. Cool. Good. Whew. I don't majorly mind, if I'm honest, Raven, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Right, me quit that, thank you. Heads! Always heads. And it never works. Nah. Never works. Okay, so does the... Oh no, the cursor's not locked into the thing, but never mind. Yeah, it sort of works even though when it's off the thing. Never mind. Anyway, is it G? Yeah, it's G. Okay, so we're... right, you can swap places with him. You can swap places with him. What have we got in the middle there? Oh, it'll change in a minute, won't it, anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. You with him, you with him. This probably isn't a very good lineup, because he's going to put his flesh golems straight in the middle there, and they'll beat the crap out of my dude, so actually... but then again, these guys can't get out of a melee once they're stuck in the one, because they've got really low agility, so... whatever. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's fine. Let's go. That's good. Let's go. Oh, I have kickoff. Cool. All right, fair enough. Let's see if I can give it to this flesh golem. They're flesh golems, right? Aren't they? Yeah. Oh, I would activate the names Veriax, but it actually clutters the screen up a bit for me, if I'm honest. So, if I was playing a team that was a little bit more difficult to tell what their players are like, how did he kick it there? Wow, never get skinks to kick for you. Oh, nice. That right there was an incredibly unlikely thing to happen. These guys have like agility 1, yeah, and that's a ghoul with dodge. So. Fair play. Yeah, if I switch it on, it's sort of, yeah, I feel like it kind of gets in the way a bit, so. Especially when you switch it on that way, because everyone's got really long names in this match. Oh wow, there's loads of things. Numbers and stuff. Who's got it then? Oh, this guy. Right, damn. You move there. Okay, you knock it over there, and this skink may be able to pick it up and then make a run for it. That's basically my plan with Lizardmen. Give the ball to one of the skinks and then let them run like hell. Ugh. Fine. No, don't move there. Don't do that. That would be a terrible idea. Meanwhile, you don't move there because you'll get knocked off, won't you? I can just tell. You move there. You move there. And you can try and clobber this guy. Oh. I'm most displeased by that result. No. Still, this, what was he called? Yeah, Croxigor guy, he's pretty brilliant. Like, in this tournament so far, well, in this campaign so far, he's got the most violent player, like, because he's killed and wounded the most enemy players out of everyone in the entire thing. Because he's kind of awesome like that. He's really good at killing things, but bugger all else, unfortunately. You move over here. You can stand next to him. You go stand next to him, and Mr. Skink, you can move up there. Actually, no, that was probably not a good idea. Move there instead. Great, cool. Oh, and you... alright, fair enough. Oh, come on. And enough of that, thank you. I'm glad... Oh, come on! Badly hurt. I can live with that, I suppose. Oh, that's a sign of things to come, if nothing else. Yeah, I'm glad Twitch is working too, by the way. Half expected it to be broken. Like, the one day where I managed to get everything set up correctly, Twitch decides it's going to be the one that screws me around. Oh dear. Yeah, they really overloaded that flank. Except he's moving that way? Is he going to pass it? Is that what he's doing? I guess he's going to pass it, I suppose. Can I explain a little bit what's going on? Alright, so anyway, for those of you that aren't familiar with Blood Bowl, it is a tabletop game originally, and this is basically just a computerized version of the tabletop game. And it's essentially kind of fantasy American football crossed with rugby, crossed with kind of just, well, Warhammer. And it's basically all the Warhammer races from the Warhammer Fantasy universe, and they all have like different Blood Bowl teams, because that's what the sport's called, and you fight each other to the death. Well, not really, but you try and win the match and kill as many people in the process. Fighting, yeah, that's probably the best, shortest way to describe it. So yeah, everything's done on dice rolls. You have a certain number of re-rolls as well to kind of mitigate the fact that the game is, you know, lol, so random, as a result of being based entirely almost on dice rolls. So yeah, I'll do my best to explain as I go along, but I don't entirely understand all the rules myself, and there's so many. I could spend like an hour-long video just to explaining how the game works. So, you know. First of all, okay, why is he over there? What the heck does he actually think he's doing? It's sort of slightly ridiculous. Right, there's no way that's going to happen. Right, you move there. Very much like you to support that skink if at all possible. That's not going to happen either. Skink, you move there as well. Wow, man, these guys. I hate necromantic teams. They're somehow strong and yet stupidly fast as well at the same time, and it's irritating. And I'm trying to stream this as well, so I'm about roughly 5 times stupider than I normally would be when I'm trying to play a game, so this is not going well. Not going well at all. Oh boy. Okay, so... Okay, I think I might as well just try and punch as many people to death. Right, there we go. See, it rolled 2 dice, and basically, because he's got more strength than this skeleton guy here, see, I've got strength 4, it says at the bottom there, and this skeleton fella over here has only strength... Damn it. Yeah, strength 3. Sorry, it's a zombie, not a skeleton. Because he's got strength 3, he's got less strength, I get to roll 2 dice instead of just like the 1, and I get to pick the best result. So in that case, I pick to knock him down on the ground. No, I'm not following him. Now I'm going to try and take on this flesh golem. It might end terribly. No, it didn't. So, except that's not going to... Oh, it did work. Okay, sort of. He's got stand firm. So basically, after getting a result like that, he won't get pushed into another square. He just stays where it put and falls onto the ground. So, there's so many different things in this game, and it's so difficult for me to try and explain it properly, because I'm bad at explaining this sort of thing full stop anyway. Once per turn, you can do something called a blitz, where basically, you've got all these guys who stood next to each other, and when he like knocked this guy over, that was a block. That's what that's called. When you're standing next to each other and then you want to attack another player, it's called a block, I think. But once per turn, you can do something called a blitz, where your player basically runs and charges straight into the face of another player and tries to knock him down. Like I could do there. However, all these yellow bits here, these are tackle zones. These are areas around each of the players, which is essentially controlled by them, and crap, I'm running out of time for this turn, because there's a certain amount of time you get per turn, and actually, if I'm honest, there's nothing else I can do, so screw it. Each of these squares here is a tackle zone, and that's controlled by one of the players there, and if I try and move through one of these tackle zones, I have to roll a dice to see if he tackles my player and knocks him down. Like happened to that ghoul, this guy here at the very beginning of the match. And if one of your guys gets knocked down, it's a turnover, which means you skip the rest of your turn and it goes to the other guy. So, yeah. So, and one of my skinks just got knocked over. Well, he's not injured, so it's fine. And I just got pushed. And well done. I think I'm doing okay so far, simply because apparently this AI player is a little bit of a dumbass, if I'm honest. That's not going to work, but I reckon I know what might. If I can just, yeah. Right. See, the thing with these Saurus warriors is if you're in a square next to a guy like this, you're already in one of these tackle zones, you see, and you want to move out of the tackle zone, you have to roll a dice which is modified by your agility score. And unfortunately, these Saurus guys here, which are my kind of main strong BT-uppy players, they have an agility of 1, which is literally abysmal. Which means they have a really, really low chance of being able to jump out someone's tackle zone without getting knocked over and losing me my turn. So, basically, the only way to get this guy out of here, out of this little melee with this flesh golem here, is to try and knock the flesh golem over so that this guy is free to move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use this guy to knock this flesh golem over so he can move around here and blitz and knock straight into the face of this ghoul, hopefully, and knock the ball out of his hands so I can try and pick it up and score a touchdown. in theory. That's the plan, anyway. It probably won't go that way at all. So, here goes. Yeah, no, it didn't work. Quite, yeah, no, that was a complete and utter failure. Never mind. Right, well, there could be an alternative, but it's kind of unlikely. First, I'm going to get you up off the ground, so you're sort of just actually completely... Oh, no. If I try and move you, I have to run the risk of getting knocked over. And see, the problem is, when you've got a player on the edge of the pitch like this, he runs a risk of being tackled, being blocked or whatever, and knocked off the pitch. And if you get knocked off the pitch, the crowd basically jumps down and beats them to death, essentially. Which means they'll suffer an injury and most likely miss the rest of the game. So you don't want your players to get pushed off the pitch, which this skink over here probably will at some point get pushed off the pitch. Thankfully it's just a skink and I do have a few replacements, but still. So, right, well this basically failed, my little plan down here. So what I'm going to try and do instead is knock this white over. I don't want to do a multiple block, but fine. Right, if I could push you over there. No, I don't want to use my second block. I don't need to. And then I get you to block this fella. Brilliant. You go over there and... No, don't follow. You might now be able to... No, that's not going to work. Damn it. Never mind. Oh, dear. If I'd knocked this white over here on the floor, it might have been able to work, but it unfortunately doesn't. Because I wanted to try and blitz this guy to knock over the ghoul, but that's not going to work because he would have to go around there and dodge past these guys' tackle zones here, and because he's got an agility of 1, that is going to pretty much automatically fail, basically. So yeah. I'm kind of in damage control mode at the minute, really. I just need to try and slow him down long enough until I can get the ball back, essentially. So... I'm going to keep the skink back here until he does, in case he does something really sneaky and tries to pass it or something. This chap, in the meanwhile, I think I might blitz him into this white. There we go. No, don't follow him. Don't want you to get locked in another tackle zone. You can stay put for now. See, because this guy could block this flesh golem, but because the flesh golem's quite strong, he also has strength 4. I only get to use 1 dice, which is much more risky than using 2 dice. You see, so I have 10 seconds. Crap! Go, 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 go! Block him, knock him on the ground, try and injure him at least. Here's dodge, so it didn't work. You can try and block him. You just try to push him. That failed because he has stand firm. So there we go. End of turn. Whew. Yeah, this is not a game that's very easy to explain the rules of and play at the same time, because you only have a certain amount of time to take your turn in, as you can see. That's what the timer over here is, by the way. That's what's going on. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Alright, that was good, that was lucky. Sometimes, right, basically I used an apothecary there to try and revive this player from being knocked out, and in this case it worked. He's now just knocked down on the floor and it'll take a while to get back up again. If he was knocked out, he would be off the pitch, and there would be a chance he would miss the rest of the game because he just would fail his rolls and not get up. He would, well, essentially not wake up. However, if you use the apothecary, there is a chance that your apothecary can actually make the wound worse. So, yeah. Okay, right. You get back up off the ground, you lazy bastard. This ghoul still has not moved very much. Unfortunately, though, there's no one who can really get to him, I don't think. No. Unless... Yeah, unless I can maybe knock this guy out of the way, but there's not much of a chance of it happening, but it's worth a go. Oh, a second block. Whatever, fine, this guy. Reroll, please. Damn it! So yeah, you get a certain number of rerolls per match as well. I only get 1 reroll per match. He gets 3 because he's a bastard. And I've used up my reroll. Oh, sorry, not per match. It's per half, I think. And yeah, off goes the ghoul. And yeah, unfortunately he's going to get support. The more players you have next to your other players, the more they can support them in a melee, basically. So this ghoul over here is probably going to score unless something really hilarious happens, like he knocks himself over or something. It's happened before, but I'm not optimistic. Because unfortunately, as you can see, most of the players who would be able to go after him are all currently locked in combats already. And that's the problem with Lizardmen. If you don't... Ah, brilliant. If you don't play it right, sometimes you can get pretty much your entire team stuck in melees while the opposite team is running off to score a touchdown, and there's nothing you can do because your Lizardmen can't get out of that melee. They're stuck there once they engage into it, so... It's a bit of a risky team to play with, really, if I'm honest, and I'm not sure why I picked them, but after a while I started to get quite good with them, so... Not that you could tell from watching this, mind you. This guy... Nah, it's not going to do any good. I suppose you could just move there and make yourself a nuisance for them to deal with. You're pretty much stuck there, aren't you? The skink, I suppose, I could move over here. You have to dodge, but skinks are pretty good at dodging. So, yeah, he's fine. He manages that, no problem. You can move over there. Right, can you please get this guy out of the way? Because he's a bit of a pain in the bum. Maybe if a skink supports him. Yeah, there we go. Right. Perfect. No, don't follow. Which means you can run over here and blitz this ghoul, because this is probably our last chance before he scores to make this right. And it actually paid off. Although he's probably going to pick it up next turn, mind you, but still, like, it could make that even more difficult for him by moving my guys around next to the ball to make it more awkward for him to try and pick it up, so... Oh, don't you dare move, actually, that would be a bad idea, full stop. Sadly, I can't move anyone else in to support the ball over here, because everyone's stuck. Wonderful. Never mind, let's just take this guy out. Over there. No, don't follow. Just push him out of the way, I'd be happy with that, I think. And you can... Actually, it's probably not worth running the risk of trying to bash one of those guys in the face, so that's it, end of turn. Basically, with Lizardmen, the way you want to try and score is to beat the snot out of the enemy team so half their players are on the ground. Then try and knock the ball out of their hands. And... Oh dear. One of my skinks has been knocked out. And then try and get one of your skinks to grab the ball, and then make the skinks run for the opposition end zone, because skinks can run a really, 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 really long distance, and they can dodge really well as well, so they're great for running with the ball. But the trouble is, as you can see, getting it to one of the skinks in the first place. And he's already knocked out 2 of my skinks already, so it's not so good. Yeah, that was a smart move. I would have done that too. So he's just moved this guy here so that this Saurus man over here wouldn't be able to run round and try and tackle this guy. So, yeah. I'm pretty screwed, basically. This guy's going to score, and all I can really do now is potentially just let him do it as quickly as possible so I can, you know, so I can try and score again as fast as possible. So, which means I'm just going to spend this entire turn trying to knock out his players at the end of the day and give them injuries and things. Okay, right, he didn't get to do anything then, because he has a trait called Bonehead, which basically means he's a stupid bastard, and unfortunately, if you roll a 1 at the beginning of his turn, then he basically grinds to a halt, and he just stands there, dribbling to himself, and he doesn't do anything, so unfortunately, he's basically stuck. Let's see if we can't knock out this guy with this other Saurus. Right, well, we knocked him on the floor and didn't do any permanent damage, sadly. But it was satisfying nonetheless. That skink get up. Beat that zombie up. Yeah, there is pretty much nothing I can do about this guy down here. He's going to score no matter what, so I might as well just try and make a mess of as many enemy players as I can, really. I mean, I suppose I could... that would be a bit ridiculous. Oh, but I have nothing to lose, so screw it. Go on. Never mind. Against all the odds, he actually got knocked down on the first square. I've had skinks manage to beat worse odds than that before on actually a number of occasions, so that wasn't as insane as it might have looked. Yeah, I get it. Stop gloating. Come on. There we go. Right. Okay, so we're down one Saurus Warrior, we're down 2 skinks, but thankfully I had substitute skink, so we're okay. Do I still have the one that's got sure feet? Yeah, I do. Good. And the one that has sprint and sure feet. This guy's brilliant. He can just run forever. This guy can pretty much do 2/3 of the pitch in one turn. He's actually amazing. So, right. Okay, let's have a look what he's got on the flanks. Okay, and this side's got that. It's pretty even, really. He might go down this side, though, so... I'm going to move you there and possibly regret it, really, but never mind. Oh, wait, no, he's kicking to me. I'm a dumbass. Never mind. Well done. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Right, okay. Let's... He kicked it... Oh, it's not off, is it? It's just... in the end zone. Damn it. Right, okay, well, I'm not going to try and pick that up just yet. What I am going to do is try and beat up a few players, because that's a little bit less risky than trying to pick up the ball. Oh, come on. No, just sit there and be a dumbass. Right, now we don't follow. This is literally probably the best tactic with Lizardmen. Just try and beat up as many dudes as possible. And then try and run your skinks through the gaps that creates, essentially. Yeah, why not? Yeah, go for it. And yeah, what can really annoy the enemy players, which is actually quite fun, is if you move your skinks through into his back pitch, because then he has to worry about the skinks. But the great thing is sometimes you can get a skink to run all the way across the pitch up to here, then hand the ball to another skink who's waiting, who can then run it all the way to the end zone. But right now there aren't enough gaps for me to get my guys through. Normally what the other player does is he pushes all his guys straight into the middle here and leaves his backfield basically completely open for my skinks to run around in. So I'm hoping he does that, but he might not be that stupid, so we'll see. Anyway, for now... Oh, come on! Yes, I will re-roll. And yeah, you can run here, you can do all the go-for-its, because you probably won't fail them. Nope, not as much. Because he has sure feet, which allows him to re-roll that go-for-it roll. And you only need one to fail a go-for-it roll in the first place anyway, so it makes it incredibly unlikely. Plus he has sprint, which allows him to go an extra square as well, so yeah, that's why he's basically pretty damn awesome at running across the pitch and scoring. Can you do anything? No. All you can do is just get your face punched in by those flash columns, so we're not going to do that. End turn. What is he doing? Is he beating the crap out of one of my skinks? He is, I thought so. You leave my skinks alone. At least well, so long as he doesn't beat up the ones that have sure feet, I'm not actually that bothered, because, you know, skinks are pretty cheap. They're not difficult to replace. I have 2 ridiculous star player skinks that have sure feet, and one of them which has sure feet and sprint, so those guys I get a bit annoyed if they get injured, so... What's he doing? Oh, just knocking all my dudes over because, you know, he's a necromantic team and he's good at doing that. Yeah, I could have renamed them, but yeah, like Veriax said, only before they play a single game. And unfortunately, these fellas have played many games. So, yeah. Up you get. Thank you. And you. Can you do... Oh my goodness, no you can't do a damn thing, can you? Well, can we blitz him, maybe? Yeah, we can. That'd be quite fun. Maybe I should blitz the ghoul instead, just to get rid of him, because he's a little bit more annoying. Nah, I should really probably blitz the white. And then block the ghoul with this guy, hopefully. Oh, for God's sake. Fine. Screw you, game. Basically what happened there is I got 2 results on the dice. One which... Oh, it's half-time anyway, so it doesn't matter. One which was attacker down, which was like my guy attacking gets knocked down, or one which is both get knocked down. I picked both get knocked down, but unfortunately because the white has the block skill, which means if a both down result is rolled, he gets to stand up still. It was essentially the same result no matter what I picked. And, yeah. Okay, well at least I received the kickoff again. That's nice, I guess. What are you doing over there? Why do I suddenly seem to have an extra skink? Probably because it was half time and he came on to replace that Saurus. I guess that must be what it is. Never mind, I don't mind having extra skinks. Extra skinks is actually, on the contrary, quite good. I've actually won quite a few matches with only 5 Saurus warriors and an extra skink, actually. Wow, we both got 6 on that roll, which means we both basically... You could boil that entire paragraph down to we both get an extra reroll, which is nice. Sure feet, sure feet. Sure feet and sprint, however, probably make more sense just to give it to you. Now don't drop it. Come on! Using up all my rerolls on picking up balls. Travesty, I tells you. Okay, so... Let's see what can we do with you. We could blitz somebody, but I think it might just be more sensible to just try and protect this one little skink from being murderized by the other team. So off you go. Off you go. What I'm building here is what's called a cage. And it's pretty much what it says on the tin. You surround your player with other players so that the opposing team can't get to them very easily. That's basically all it is. And you can... I guess you can just blitz this zombie, I suppose. Why the hell not? Oh dear. Badly hurt, brilliant. He's out for the rest of the match as well then. I think the reason why I probably suck at this game is because I take way too many risks than I really need to. Definitely more than I need to. Then, just now, that was pretty much entirely needless. There was no point in doing that, but I did it anyway, which was a very silly decision. Might have paid off nicely, I suppose, but still. Oh yeah, just make a mess of my players. Why don't you? Go for it. I haven't killed or injured a single one of his players, I don't think, in this match, and that's quite something. In most games with this team, I injure at least one person. It's usually him that injures at least one person, but this guy spent most of the match on the ground, which I'm not particularly amused by. Oh, now what's he going to do? You going to blitz him? You going to knock all of them over? Yeah, they're all going to get knocked over. Brilliant. Right, it doesn't matter though, because this dumbass has left his entire backfield open like I hoped he would. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. No, don't blitz. That would probably be a very bad idea. Yeah, just move out there. You know what? Yeah, you just move over here. And skink, run like the wind. And yeah, if I do that, the werewolf might still catch you though. But maybe one of the other skinks can catch up and try and fend them off. In vain. Off you go. Go on. Go on. Shoo. Thank you. And now... Don't get... Yeah, knocked over. Good. Skinks. The good thing about skinks is they're not as bad as snotlings or goblins or whatever, because they actually have strength 2 rather than strength 1, so they're not quite as much of a pushover, which means you can use them as impromptu defenders like I'm kind of doing now. Surprisingly effectively, actually, as well, if you get them in a little horde, like I'm sort of doing here. I mean, against a really bashy team with high strength, they're basically useless, but if he's got... The only guys you can really get me with right now are probably his werewolves and his ghouls and stuff, so I might be alright, actually. You? Oh, I have an extra Saurus warrior that could probably run on up there. Yeah, go over there instead. Make it extra difficult for them to actually get to me. Oh, in fact, better yet, move there. There we go. You guys, yeah, just stand up so you can keep this lot distracted. Actually, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Oh, come on, no. He will quite happily go an entire match with never getting a bonehead result, but he's had like 3 so far, so I'm not particularly happy with that. But never mind. Sometimes the dice just hate you. What's he doing? He must be aiming to tackle me and get a pass, I suppose. Yeah, he's definitely got no one in blitzing range, so provided I manage to dodge out of this werewolf's way, I should be fine. In fact, I could probably blitz him with this Saurus and get him out of the way that way. It's all a question of which is more risky. Hopefully, I can at least get a draw in this match, because this team has never actually lost a match. So, unless you count the one that happened before the power cut last time, you know. So far in this campaign, this team has never lost a match. So, I'd like to keep it that way if at all possible. Oh dear, right, now things are getting a bit more awkward because he's got more dudes around. Right, up you get. Up you get. Hooray, there we go, finally. Managed to do it without failing like a fool. I don't know why I'm moving him there. I'm not sure if that makes a terrible amount of sense, but I'm moving him there anyway. Right. Not sure what the chance of actually getting away with that is. It's probably not very good. I can try and make it a little bit easier by doing this. Ooh, is that? No, it's not worth it. Go for it, dude. Run. Yes. Excellently played, if I do say so myself. And again. Yes. Right, yeah, enough of that. Come on. Yeah, 2 Saurus guys injured. That's the worst result I've had in a long time. Okay, okay. Now I just have to waste enough time for the match to end with a draw, hopefully. Which probably won't happen, in all honesty, because I've got 11... We've got a bunch more turns to go, 5 more turns to go each, till we get to 16, but if it's still a draw, then it'll go into overtime, which will take even longer, so... yeah. Anyway... I want you to kick off over here, please. I'd like you to be kicking off in that direction. Never mind, he kicked off in the wrong direction. Ooh! Nice, we're getting a bribe, because some dudes beat up the ref. It's always nice. Oh, brilliant, the werewolf gets the ball. That's not what I wanted to see. Never mind. We'll go ahead and... soldier on anyway, and he's gone. Yeah, he's gone for the other flank, the one that's not as well defended. Oh dear. Yeah, and again, he's ganging up on me in the middle as usual. Thankfully, generally speaking, these Saurus fellas are, they're tough enough to get the snot beaten out of them and not actually die or anything. So that's nice, I guess. What the hell do I do here? I mean, really. I guess I should stand you guys up for starters. Up you get, come on. And, blitz you obnoxious little bastard standing at the back there. Yeah, thank you very much. Sit down. Now then. Move you over here somewhere as well, so at least you're in range of grabbing someone. If he gets that far, which he probably will. And the skinks can... Oh, you move there. I guess you move there. And I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just sort of creating some sort of wall of tackle zones, which will make it a little bit more awkward for him to try and get through, I suppose. And you can move all the way to the back. You're our last-ditch defense. And yeah, you beat him up. Nice. Yeah, Inferno's Fallout LP is pretty awesome, has to be said. Oh well. I know I've no idea how he manages to stay in character for so long. It's really quite astonishing at the end of the day. I can't go very long playing a game like that without just bursting out laughing at some daft thing the game is doing. Or some bug or something, but he manages to keep it going. Yeah, and the other thing is that while he does it in first person and manages not to get distracted, he also manages to do it in first person, not get distracted, and actually sound convincing as well. I think that's the main thing. Like, because even if I could practice and keep up the whole first person RP thing for a while, I don't honestly think I'd do a very convincing job of it. My quote unquote acting would be a bit laughable, to say the least. So what is he doing over there? He's barely moved. He's gang up on him with another skink, this werewolf over here, yeah. Take him down with all three skinks. Oh, no, I'm sorry, game, no. I am re-rolling that. So satisfying when you knock over a werewolf. It really is. I hate those things. They're strong and fast. They have no right to be strong and fast. It's unfair. Cheating bastards, a lot of them. That would probably, possibly, unwise wasting a reroll on that, but I don't care. I just did it on principle. What do we do with you? You're not actually in a tackle zone, are you? I don't think you are. Nice, which means you're free to move somewhere more useful, like down there, for instance. Good. And you... Tempted to blitz that ghoul, but I don't think it'll really do me any good in the long run. Ghouls are also very annoying, but not as annoying as werewolves. Go on. I've kind of stopped caring at this point. No. And actually, you know what, Skink? Move over there and just make his life a misery. For as long as you can before getting... Oh, and since we've got that bribe, why don't we go and stamp on this werewolf's head while we're at it? Yes. It didn't do anything, unfortunately, but never mind. Because he's only a skink with strength 2, I imagine, but still. Yeah, basically, if a player's on the ground, by the way, you can go and basically stamp on their face, and that's a foul, basically, and you have to roll a dice to see if the referee notices it, and if he does, he sends that player off for the rest of the game. But if you've got a bribe, like we had just now, you can actually bribe the referee even if you fail the roll, which is nice. So, I don't normally do it unless I've got a bribe. because I feel like it's needlessly risky. It doesn't really pay off, statistically speaking. In turn. And unsurprisingly, the ghoul gets away. Question is he actually doing anything useful over there other than trying to distract me? Oh, come on, really? Oh, and knocked out as well. Yeah, because you know, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be knocked out? We have 3 Saurus warriors left on the field, people. 3. We started with 6. And the Croxagore, who is now gone as well. What happened to the Croxagore, actually, by the way? Can I scroll up here and find out? Injured. Smashed hit, lovely. The game is tied, there will be overtime. Yep, cool, fine. Yeah, chances aren't looking good, needless to say. But I will suffer on through to the end, regardless. Hi, Juke, by the way. I am doing my best to keep an eye on the chat here, guys, but it's just it's actually kind of surprisingly difficult in this game. Trying to think of some sort of mad, desperate defense strategy here and read the chat at the same time is not the easiest thing in the world. Actually. Move there, you can do that. I don't know, just actually you move back down here. Move down here. And you know what, you two, I don't want to get you stuck in a melee where I can't pull you back out either. And the skinks, well, the skinks will just have to stand there and take the punches, I think. Which is the worst thing for a skink to do at the end of the day, but eh. It's the best option, really. It's kind of, this is a bit of a boring turn. I can't really do anything, but never mind. Did you guys seriously play Desperate Gods for that long? I mean, I thought it was taking a while, but... And I didn't watch all of it, but, yeah, wow. In fact, now I think about it, I think I went away, recorded, like, a whole bunch of videos, and then came back, and you guys were still playing Desperate Gods. Now I think about it, so... Bugger. Sod. Fiddlesticks. Oh, wait, no. Right, yeah, definitely no chance of getting him now. I might have been able to if he hadn't moved that werewolf there, but no, not a chance now. It looked like fun though, Duke, in all fairness, you know. I really quite like the idea of a board game, you know, a computerized board game that's still, like, literally a board game with all the cards and stuff and the physics programmed into the cards and the dice and everything. That's pretty awesome. This is gonna end terribly. Terribly. This is my last attempt. This is my last chance. I have one dice roll here. One dice roll. And it failed. And he got knocked out as well. Brilliant. Well done. Oh, that was just showing off, that was. That was showing off. He ran through a bunch of the end zone before actually putting the ball down. See, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Screw you. Screw you. Whew. Look at all the dudes on the ground. Look at it. It's ridiculous. Well, hey, you know, welcome to Blood Bowl. This tends to happen from time to time. I don't think it's quite as bad as that episode. Like, was it like the third episode of your Blood Bowl Let's Play Veriax, where pretty much half your team got killed by that other Nurgle team? That was... well, yeah, that was pretty magical in terms of how bad it was. Alright, you move over there. Like, why even bother putting you in the middle there? All the purpose you'd serve is to just get yourself beat up. Like, what would be the point, really? What would be the point? I'll move you back so that you can't get smacked on the first turn, at least, I suppose. I have... okay, let's just do a quick count here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players versus their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players. Yeah, great. What's the point of Lizardmen? I'm beginning to wonder that myself. But as I was saying earlier, like, they're really not as bad as they seem right now. Like, this team, up until now anyway, hasn't actually lost a single game in this entire campaign I've done with them. They've actually done really, really well. They've like had the highest number of touchdowns and everything. But for some reason, they really, really suck against Necromantic teams. For some reason. Like, everyone else they're generally fine against. High Elves are the best against so far. I think the last couple of times I've played against a High Elf team, I managed to beat them both times about 3-0, which was ridiculous. But yeah, against Necromantic teams, they totally suck. I really don't know why. So, right, this is going to be a bit desperate, but whatever. That's not going to work, is it? No, it's not going to work at all. Oh, another injury. Yeah, because you know, why wouldn't there be another injury, you know? Why wouldn't there be? Look at that. It's like they're all taking nap time. It's quite sweet, really. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, this is officially the worst match I've ever played. It's also the only one I've ever streamed. Coincidence much? Who can say? Who indeed can say? There we go. Score-wise, it wasn't so bad, but wow. Yeah, guys, please do not post links in the chat unless I say you can. Seriously. Do I have any mods on this channel? I don't think I do I? I've never actually needed any before now. Veriax, Juke, how do I make you guys mods? I don't know how. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Escape key. I'm pressing the escape key. Game, come on. There we go. There's a mod button? Where's the mod button? I didn't see it anywhere. Click on a name, it'll give you... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Ban. What shall we do with Veriax? Op. I'm assuming that's it, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. And where's Juke gone? There you go. No! No! I didn't mean to do that! Alright, there we go. Op. There we go. Right. You can be my enforcers. Right, yeah, so look at the team statistics. Wow, yeah, they even beat me on running, which is really bad for a Lizardman team, so... Yeah. Even if you lose as Lizardmen, you should expect to beat the enemy team on running. That's bad. I don't think I banned him, no, I pressed a voice button. Or something. I think it said voice. I thought I'd banned him though for a second there, which would have been silly. So yeah, okay. 4 casualties sustained, 4 knockouts sustained. Wow. 1 touchdown, 4 yards passing. Out of interest, who was our MVP? It was this guy for really no apparent reason. He's also injured as well, I think. So yeah. Of course. Did he get? Yeah, no touchdowns for this guy either. Yeah, for some I think for some reason the game's choice of MVP always seems completely and utterly random. I don't really know why. It just there it is. No, not replay. Well, actually. Okay, so there we go. Injury. Yeah, casualty. Another casualty. Another casualty. Another casualty. Another touchdown. And wow, yeah, that was pretty bad. Whew. No deaths, at least. Wow, really? You get a player die and they get MVP? Wow, okay. Well, I mean, if the game was sensible, that could make sense. Like, they could score 3 touchdowns and then die at the end of the match. And maybe they could be the most valued player. But yeah, no, it could be just some nobody who managed to die in, like, literally the first turn and he could get given MVP in this game, so... Oh dear. I've been eliminated during the playoff. Oh well. Let's look at the best teams. I got best in scoring, even so, 16 touchdowns. There you go, see? This team doesn't actually suck, they just got really unlucky. Now, I inflicted the most casualties, got the most running yards, most popular, most cash winnings. Yeah, you see, I'm not that bad at all. Best scorer, best runner. So there you go, yeah, they're not that bad. Lizardmen are actually quite good, but, yeah, apparently not against necromantic teams, apparently. They're really good against teams like Kemrai, who are really slow and stupid, generally speaking, because the skinks can just run circles around them. It's brilliant. Yeah, for some reason I think the mod thing was majorly delayed there. I don't know why. Yes, V is now a mod, Cabbage Dumpster. Run for your life. Considering he once banned me for saying I hadn't played Baldur's Gate 2, yeah, you should be very afraid. Right, anyway, so, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I did basically decide I was only going to do 1 Blood Bowl match, because these things take bloody forever. And since I got knocked out of the competition anyway, it kind of makes sense to, yeah. If Veriax, by the way, the correct answer to Veriax's question is no. Just in case you're wondering. Anyway, yeah, so, okay, we lost the match, which I kind of expected would happen, and, hooray for that, I guess. And, I'm actually going to stop the stream here briefly, very briefly, so I can, basically so that Twitch saves it as a separate thing, which can then be converted over to YouTube, so I'll be back in a second.